Hello, it's Kate Bolt, independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator here in the UK, and I'm back for another Stamp Around the UK video hop. We video hop monthly. We're a collaboration of Stampin' Up Demonstrators, bringing you lots of crafty inspiration with Stampin' Up products. And our theme this month is anything but a card. So we're not making cards, we're making something else. So it'd be really interesting if you want to hop around the video hop. All of the links for those demos will be in the description bar down below, and you will get loads of crafty inspiration for lots of different paper crafting things that are not cards. So it'll be really interesting to see what everyone came up with for this one. I'm looking forward to that. Well, since this month we launch our brand new Stampin' Up catalogue, well, literally in a couple of days it's coming out, I thought I would use some of the new goodies that are coming along in that, including some of the new ink colours. And I'm going to make a seed box. So if you've got any keen gardeners out there, or anybody who likes that kind of stuff, who's got green fingers, you could buy them some seeds and make them a beautiful little gift box to put them in. And I'm going to show you how to make it. It's very simple. And we're going to be using the new Pansy Patch Suite, which is gorgeous. So yes, let's get cracking. So the first thing you're going to need is a piece of cardstock. So my piece of cardstock to make the box is 10 1/4 by 8 inches. So all our measurements are in inches today. And I am using one of our brand new ink colours for 2021. And this one is called Fresh Freesia, and it's really pretty. So I have got my piece of card and I've already cut it up to the right size. And I'm going to start to use some scoring. So I'm going to bring my trimmer in and I'm going to use the scoring blade on it. So I'm going to pop that there, and on the long side, I am going to score it at 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to do it this way because it makes it slightly easier, and then I'm going to turn it around. It just makes it easier because I can kind of line it up here. So I'm going to do it that way. So there's my 3/4 of an inch mark with a long side at the top. Okay, so 3/4 of an inch, and then we want it at 4 3/4. Sorry, I'm making the camera wobble, and 5 1/2. I'm also going to apologise about the light. It's very late here and it's dark outside, and I've now got some shadow. I do apologise. So, and then I need to bring the arm out because I'm going to score it at 9 1/2. So I'm going to bring it right over here at 9 1/2. There we go. And then I'm going to turn it with a short side at the top, and I'm going to score it again at 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to do it again on this side here, and then turn it round because it's easier to do it. So that is 3/4 of an inch. Turn it all the way around. So I have my scoring on this side. At 6 1/2 inches. So I bring it all the way over there. And then the last one is 7. Oh, I keep cutting myself on my trimmer. I've done that I don't know how many times. 7 1/4 inches. Little paper cut things are the worst as well, aren't they? So 7 1/4. Okay, so that is all my scoring done. And I can move this trimmer out of the way. Down. Okay, so it's a light colour, but you can kind of see where my score lines are. So I am going to fold them. And I can't see my bone folder. Why does that always happen? So I'm just going to use my fingers. But a bone folder would be much better to burnish your score lines, fold your score lines in. So pull them all in and you'll be able to see what you're working with a lot better that way. Okay, there we go. So you'll have, on one side you'll have 2 kind of pieces, 2 margins along there, and on the bottom you'll have 1. Okay, now I've made a template so I can show you. It makes it a little bit easier for you to see where you cut the pieces off that you don't need. So if you show it up there, I can show you exactly the pieces that we don't need. And I can grab a pen. Where is the pen? Here. And I'll show you. So I'm going to cut away this piece because I don't need it. I'm going to cut away both of these pieces. Yeah, that's right. And this piece here. So this whole section is going to come out. And then this little square here, leaving this little square in, and I'm going to cut away this little square on the corner. So you can see all the pieces. This was a little bit easier to see because the cardstock is a little bit darker. So I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm just going to cut it all away. Very simply, go for it. Like so. Right, I don't want to make this video too long. I'm going to try my best not to make it very long. So I'm going to take this piece away. Here. Make sure I've done that right. It looks right. And this piece away. Okay, so we've got it like that. And then you can see how it looks. It matches. Good. Okay, so you can see the pieces that we've cut away. So now I'm going to go up these lines to make the flaps on the bottom of the box. So this is going to be the bottom, and we literally go up to that first horizontal score line at the bottom. And we're going to go up each of those ones like that. Very simple. And we're going to do the same at the top, because these are going to be the flaps here, where our box closes. Like that. Okay, good. So this box is now coming together. I am going to bring in, I've got my old little corner rounder, and I am going to use that. So if you've got one of these, it's quite a nice thing to do. You don't have to. I'm going to corner round the top of my box lid. So these at the top, that's your lid. It's going to close and just round those off like that, which is really nice. Okay, now is the bit where we're going to stick it together. So now, to close your box up, you can see that this is going to be your front. So where your front is, you don't want this join really. You need that join at the back, so you need it to go that way. All right, now we know it's going that way. The inside of this bit is where we're going to put our double-sided tape. So I'm going to use tear and tape all the way down here. Love the tear and tape because it literally does what it says on the tin. You just can tear it off like that, and it's really good and strong. Okay, now on the same side at the bottom, I'm going to put another piece here to secure the bottom, and that should be most of the adhesive, or all that we need. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do first is take this off like that. Okay, oops. I'm going to fold that over at the top, and I'm going to bring it together, but I need to make sure that it's can't say my words tonight. Actually, I'll do it this way. Symmetrical. I'm getting stuck to it. There we go. So you can squash it just flat like that and give it a good rub, and then it will be nice and secure. So now your box is really taking shape nicely. So we know that on the bottom here we have our sticky tape, so I can take that layer off there, ready to glue it together. And get it off. Why does that always happen? Pop our flaps in there. Whoops. Like so. Put that a bit over there. Oh, it's sticking to the sticky tape. There we are. Put that in there, and then make sure it's nice and you have a nice even edge along the bottom. And then you've got this lovely box. Right, okay. And it will shut really nicely, just like that. Perfect size for your seeds. Now, I wanted pansy seeds, but I hadn't decided on making this box the last time I went seed shopping. So I just grabbed a packet of seeds I've got in my cupboard. I have a few, but some sweet peas. Now, you could put quite a lot of packets of seeds in there, and I think I might fill it with wildflower seeds like poppies and sweet peas, and definitely put some pansy seeds in there, maybe some sunflowers. So that's how it's going to look. And this is the fun bit. We are going to use this beautiful, beautiful paper that we've got coming in the new catalogue. Now let me grab it out. Here, this is the piece that I've chosen to use, but it's stunning. Let's take it out and give you a quick little look. Now, stamps and dies in this suite are absolutely gorgeous, and they stamp pansies just like this, and the dies cut the paper out as well as the stamped image. So yeah, so you've got these, you've got this one, you've got this one. There's another one of those. So you get two 12 by 12 sheets of each of the designs, and they're double-sided. The leaf dies cut out these leaves, which is perfect. And there's another two of our brand new ink colours. So we've got soft succulent and evening evergreen, really gorgeous colours. And then there's this pattern here, which is really lovely as well. And obviously they've got, this is the back of the papers. So if you're not into the actual floral images, they've got some beautiful ginghams and stripes, spots. This is lovely. I think that's in the bumblebee. More of this soft succulent there in the gingham, and then the fresh fuchsia in the gingham. Really lovely papers. So I grabbed the piece that I really wanted to use to decorate the box with. Okay, and now the front of my box, wherever I put it, the front and the back are 4 inches across, like so. Where have I done with my measurements? Let's move this side out of the way. So let's have a look. So yes, it's 4 by 6, this box. So I'm going to put my designer series paper panel on here to make it look pretty, and I'm just going to do it 3/4 of an inch smaller. So it's going to be 3 3/4. Oh no, it's 4 by the measurement of the front of the box is 4 by 5 3/4. So I need it to be 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. Okay. So this is 3 3/4 where I want it to be. So I've taken a section of my designer series paper. I just cut it down this side, and I got a strip that was 3 3/4, and I chopped it off. Okay, and then I cut it at 5 1/2, and I cut it at 5 1/2 again. And then I have another strip, which was on the bottom. You can actually have it to match like that, which is quite nice. So literally just cut it, and cut it. And the tiny piece, which is going to be the top of the box, is 1/2 inch. Easy peasy. So it's 3 3/4 across, 5 1/2 down, 5 1/2 down, or 1/2 inch. Easy peasy, okay? So this is where we're going to stick the paper on. So I'm going to pop my box together, make it a bit easier so I can see what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab some of my Tombow multi-purpose glue. I like this because it gives me a little chance to move it around before it glues itself solidly. I can't wait to see what everyone's coming up with for this theme this month. I love boxes and all that kind of stuff. So there might be a few of those. So that's on there. And then this bit's going to go on the front. And like so. Plenty of glue so it doesn't come off. It is the time of the year for gardening, it really is. So I think this would be a great little gift, even just for a neighbour or someone who likes their garden. And I've got the same on the back. Now you could put some down the sides if you wanted to. I really don't think it needs it, so I won't, but you can if you want to. Put that one on there. Got a nice little border all the way around. Move it slightly. That's a good thing about Tombow, is you can just move it so it's right. There we go. Stick that down a bit better. There we are. I'll just wait for the glue to dry. Now, what I want to do is put a notch in here to make it a little bit easier to open, but because my paper comes all the way up to the top, I wanted to wait until I put the paper on. So I've got a little circle punch. Any little circle punch you've got will work. And just pop it, eyeball it, sort of in the middle, and just not even quite half, just a little bit. Punch that out, and you'll see it gives you a cute little notch, which makes it look like a proper little box, and it makes it much easier to open, like so. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay, so it's looking really pretty, isn't it? I love it. This paper's just beautiful. The whole suite is. So here are the stamps. This is the stamp set. Isn't it gorgeous? and I was playing around with them. So it's a 2-step stamp, so you can do all the different images. So it shows you do this one first, then this one, then this one, and then this one to layer up your pansy. But it is very easy. And so I was just playing with lots of different colours, stamping out all these pansies just to see. So I had great fun with that. And I got some inspiration from off the internet for colours of the actual pansies. Right, but the dies here, these are fab. Look how many dies you get. And you can build a pansy. So if you see this one, this cuts out the stamped image. If you're going to stamp the pansies, so do these small ones. Or you can cut out the papers that I was just showing you with these, and the leaves also. But if you cut out of cardstock all these elements, which I have done, you can build a pansy. So I've already got some of mine together. I'm going to show you how to do that. So I have cut some out. I just got a few bits here and I'll show you what I've done. My hands are all gluey, so that's never good, is it? So I cut up some of these bits. And I'm going to show you how to do it. So I've made the main part of my pansy basic white, because I thought, well, that gives it a nice bit of contrast. I think I've forgotten to cut one piece of my pansy out, so I think I'm going to have to go back and do that. Okay, so I want this bit to go behind there. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom. And this is that Fresh Freesia in colour. Just match it up there. Like that. Okay. Oh, actually, I should have put this one on first. This is the top bit that goes here. So I'll put that one on next. Like so. And then I need, yeah, I'll have to get the other bit that I haven't cut out yet, but we'll put the leaves together. So there's 2 parts of the leaves. I love this. It kind of makes it variegated. Pop a little bit of glue on. Like that. And again on this one. Oh, there's a bit of that still left in there. Yeah, I was hurrying for the video. That must be why I forgot to cut a part out. There we are. There's our, oops, there were our leaves. Got that sore finger where I cut it. Okay, we've got a little pansy bud. So I've got a stem. There are so many. I've only used a couple of the dies here. You know, just a handful of the dies. There are so many dies. So let's just glue this on. This one. Like that. Like that. So we've got all the elements. I just need one more. So I am going to grab some of the card. I might need a new bit. Look, I've been cutting it all out. Grab the die that I need. So the pansy die, and the piece that I didn't cut out is the bit that goes around the edge. And was I going to do it in this colour? Yes, I was. So this piece. So I might need to grab a new piece of cardstock, to be fair. I think I've just got a bit that's big enough. Let me just pop that through. You might hear it a bit noisy. So here we go. Sorry about that. I like to normally get it all ready, but if you forget a piece, we forget a piece. So there you go, that's what it looks like when it pops out. And I'm going to just put a little bit of glue on there. We don't need very much, and it'll squirt out if you put too much on. There we are. So that bit goes on here. Really makes it look pretty. So I found sticking the bottom pieces on works best, and then just gently easing the sides into place. I found that is the best way to do it. Oops. Getting my other one stuck in there. Okay, so that's that. And then we need this fun middle piece. And that just kind of slots in there so well. And then I have got a tiny little yellow piece for the middle. But I've got so much glue on my hands. And that one fits nicely in that little gap. Like that. So that's that. Okay. Got card everywhere. All right, so also I've taken one of the Tasteful label dies. I love that set of dies, and they've got lots of labels in there. Perfect for pretty much any sentiment you can find. And I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. And out of the Pansy set, I've got this sentiment that says, wishing you a little extra happiness just because you're you. And I really liked it. And I'm going to stamp it in Gorgeous Grape because it's quite a couple of shades darker than the Fresh Freesia. And I thought it would just stand out really nicely. I haven't tried to see if this fits on this label. Oh, I think it might. And I'm going to do it to the side. Actually, no, I'll do it in the middle. Oh, that is so pretty, isn't it? Okay. Right, we are nearly there. We are nearly there. So we're going to put this on the front. I've got to work out where it's going to go. So we have got our pansy with our leaves. Like that. I've got our little sentiment panel. I've got a little one of these here like that, and I think I'm going to put it on there like so. So I'm going to glue the leaves down, I think. I think there's lots of things you could put in this box. Wouldn't necessarily have to be seeds. But I thought it went really well with this beautiful floral image. Now I've got some dimensional foam pads. I'm going to pop this pansy, not poppy. You'd think I know my flowers. Right. Up like that. Gives it a bit of height. I'm going to do the same on the little bud there, and I'm going to pop a little bit of glue on the stem. I get it to come out like that. I'm going to tuck it in like so, and then this will go up on dimensionals too. So pretty, isn't it? I really like the way this has turned out. It was just an idea in my head. I have made this box before. I made it up a couple of years ago for sunflowers, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to try that with the pansies, but I hadn't made it. So I'm glad it's turned out. And I have got some of the beautiful brand new in colour gems. Now, can you see how many I've already used? I think I'm going to be ordering a few of these. So I think I'm going to pop some of I would put these ones on the Fresh Freesia, but I'm not sure if they'll show up. So I'm going to use these gorgeous ones in the Evening Evergreen. Just pop them on there. They are so pretty. There, and then take one more I'm going to put it on the box somewhere where it might show. Yeah, up there. Okay. So there it is. And we've got our seeds. No, we haven't got the seeds inside. Let's pop the seeds inside. Now, here we go. Now, it's anything but a card. But I did make some cards like this, and I'll show you. So this is a little thank you with the same kind of papers and the same way I've made that actual pansy there. So pretty, with the same stamp, wishing you a little extra happiness just because you're you. And I put some more of the paper on the envelope flap. I hope you love it. That's our seed box and they match. If you want to hop over to my blog at inkstampshare.ink, you'll see that I've been making lots of cards like this and I've tried out lots of different colour combinations. So if you want some inspiration, do hop over there. If you like any of the products, you can find them in my online shop from the 4th of May at inkstampshare.ink. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. It really helps me. I really appreciate you watching me today, and check out those links down below and go video hopping. Thanks for stopping by. Take care. Bye bye.